Hey everybody, what's up? Pokemon. That's what's up. Pokemon Sword and Shield came out a few days ago, and I was planning to get to play it a little bit, to, review it like most people do on YouTube, but I didn't really want to speed run this game. I want to take my time with it. I want to enjoy it, to take in the breathtaking scenery and the action and the gameplay and the Pokemon battling and stuff. So this morning it really just came to me. What if I just do a series of videos that are just updates on my progress in the game? By the way, I am playing Pokemon Sword. I just personally, for myself, I believe that the selection of version of exclusives, Pokemon and gym leaders was a better fit for me, so I decided to purchase Pokemon Sword. I am planning to get Pokemon Shield eventually at some point, but we'll see about that. But by the way, I apologize because I'm still a little bit sick, and yeah, I'm kind of getting over a cold here. It's not gonna take more than a few days, I promise, and especially since I've got Sandy here to accompany me during this tough time. But anyways, Pokemon Sword and Shield. I believe I've mentioned what happened to me personally with that game yesterday, that I took my Nintendo Switch to work, and yes, I do go to work sick from time to time, minus today obviously, but I took my Nintendo Switch to work with me, and unfortunately I left my charger for the Switch at home, so I basically just started playing Sword and Shield, and then suddenly, whoops, no battery, so I didn't really get to do much in the game. But then I came back home, and I put the Switch in the charger, and I've had enough charge to play this thing for a good solid 15-20 minutes before I went to sleep. I got to pick my starter Pokemon. At first, when I first saw the trailers for Pokemon Sword and Shield, I immediately thought that I was going to get Scorbunny. It just looked the coolest, with a close second being Grookey. So yeah, and I thought Sobble was just a throwaway water type. I just didn't gravitate to that Pokemon too much. But then, closer to the game's official release, the middle and final evolution forms of both three starter Pokemon came out, and I gotta be honest, those look pretty solid, all of them. I think this is the one of the best final evolution forms for any three starter Pokemon since Diamond and Pearl. Those were my favorite, and this definitely takes the cake as far as the final evolution was. So it really kind of became a coin toss of which one I'm gonna pick up for myself. Eventually I settled on my original choice, which was Scorbunny, but I did say to myself that once I do get to Pokemon Shield, I'm definitely getting Grookey, and maybe I'll just, replay one of those games to pick up Sobble, because I really think Inteleon looks really cool. So I picked Sobble as I picked Scorbunny as my starter Pokemon, and I named him Bonfire, as in bonfire, but it's a bunny, because Scorbunny. And by the way, just to let you guys know, I actually right after I named him, I actually went down a bit of a rabbit hole on the internet, researching what the difference is between a rabbit and a bunny. So just to be clear, that's a little bit of a research that I did for myself. But I named him Bonfire, as in Bonfire Bunny, and I battled Hop, my rival, in the game. I beat both his Wooloo and his Grookey. It never really did seem like a logical choice to me that your rival character chooses the character chooses the starter Pokemon that's weak to your Pokemon. That kind of seems a bit of a break in tradition, in my opinion. It always just seemed to make sense that your rival chooses the Pokemon that's strong against your Pokemon to give you a challenge. So I never really got that, but hey, I guess Sword and Shield is breaking a lot of traditions, and good for them. Anyways, shortly after your first battle with your rival, you meet you go to this Forbidden Forest, and then you find the box art legendary of whichever version you happen to get. I personally met Zacian. I assumed that for Pokemon Shield you encountered Zamazenta, but I happened to encounter Zacian, which was a shocker to me because I did not expect to encounter the box art legendary this early in the game. It really just it seemed completely revolutionary to me, and it kind of really reminded me a bit of the Pokemon anime, where in most of the first seasons of a new game, one of the main characters encounters a legendary, or a box art legendary, I should say. In the case of the Pokemon Johto series, Ash, Misty, and Brock encountered a Suicune, and in the case of the Diamond and Pearl series, Dawn encountered, I believe it was Mesprit, I think, in the lake, and I believe in the Black and White series, you kind of get a tease of Meloetta there for a second, but whatever. It really just seemed like a bit of a tip of the cap to the storytelling done in the anime, and I think it's going to be a major part of the story. So, following the Zacian encounter, which obviously didn't lead to anything if you played the game for yourself, I continued on with my journey with Hop to the Pokemon research in the first major town that I can't remember the name of at the moment, Westburg or something like that. I went into tall grass, and I really enjoyed the fact that you can just randomly encounter Pokemon in the overworld and in the tall grass and just capture Pokemon before meeting the regional professor. That seemed very cool to me. I actually managed to catch 4 Pokemon in that short span of time, and I kind of had to stop playing because I needed to go to sleep. But if I kept on doing it, maybe I would have had a full team of 6 Pokemon before meeting the professor. Hell, if I kept on playing, maybe I would have evolved Scorbunny into Raboot before meeting the professor, which would have been pretty cool. But yeah, I happened to catch. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the game right now because I'm still having a bit of a hard time remembering some of the Pokemon names. Hold on, I caught the first pre-evolution of Corviknight, Rookidee, which is the Blackbird. I named him, and it's a female, and I named her Tama, and that name probably isn't going to mean a lot for any of you guys. Tama is a character from The Lion Guard. It's sort of a spin-off series of The Lion King, focusing on Simba's second son, Kion, and his adventures with the Lion Guard. And one of my favorite recurring characters on that show is Tama the Drongo. And I realized that a Drongo isn't exactly a raven, which is what Rookidee eventually evolves into, Corviknight. But, well, it's Blackbird, and that's really the first name that came to my mind at 2 in the morning last night. So that's basically my excuse for that. So yeah, I named her Tama. The second Pokemon I ended up catching was, hold on, it was the squirrel Pokemon called Squovet. I'm probably not going to use Squovet too much. I'm just probably just going to evolve it and just put it in my Pokemon box, just to, for the Pokedex entries. I'm definitely going to use Corviknight a lot because I'm a huge fan of regional birds. and I named my squirrel vet Hammy, named after Steve Carell's squirrel character in Over the Hedge. I love that movie. I realize a lot of people don't, but I love it. Then I actually caught, hold on, it was Grubbin, the bug, the early root bug type Pokemon from Sun and Moon. By the way, I haven't played Sun and Moon yet. I'm still at the Diamond and Pearl area. I haven't played Generation 5, 6, or 7 with the exception of Let's Go Pikachu, which I have played. But yeah, I caught a Grubbin. I'm definitely going to evolve it into a Charger Bug, and then a Vikavolt at the end. And I called it Electabug. It's kind of a Electabuzz and Bug, because even though it's not an electric type yet, it evolved into an electric type eventually. Then I caught a Wooloo. I already encountered a Wooloo previously, prior to capturing Grubbin, but I fainted it, unfortunately. And I really wanted to catch a Wooloo because it really looks like a cute looking Pokemon and a very nice normal type. And I caught a female Wooloo and I named her Sean, after Shaun the Sheep. And I realized that Shaun the Sheep is a male, but, well, I wasn't just gonna not capture this female Wooloo just to keep walking around in the tall grass, waiting for a male Wooloo to show up so I can catch it and name him Sean. So yeah, I caught a Wooloo and named her Sean. So those are my 5 Pokemon at this point: Bonfire, Tamaw, Hammy, Electabug, and Sean. And I did encounter the Fox Pokemon that I can't remember the name of at the moment. Hold on, let me just... oh wait, yeah, I haven't even got my Pokedex yet. But yeah, I encountered the that normal dark, I think it's a dark type, Fox Pokemon that I can't remember the name of, Nicked, something like that. And I wanted to capture it, but I ended up fainting it, unfortunately. So this is my progress report on Pokemon Sword. At the moment, I'll try to keep you guys updated. I'm not going to do a daily series of these things. I'm probably just going to update you guys whenever I do something major in the progress of the game. But that's it for now. And by the way, for those of you guys who are probably wondering why I'm not live streaming my playthrough, the truth of the matter is I don't know how, even if I wanted to. I don't know how, and I don't have the right equipment, experience, or time to do that. And another major reason for it is because I don't really intend on playing this game a lot at home. I really just, I like playing this game on the bus to go to work, on my lunch breaks at work, at the end of the work day when I'm just, you know, sitting around hanging out with my friends waiting for the bus to take me home. I also plan to play this game on, you know, just regular day-to-day stuff, like, you know, when I'm patiently sitting at a restaurant waiting for my food to arrive, when I'm patiently sitting at the post office, which I do a lot, when I'm, you know, sitting around waiting in waiting rooms, like for a doctor's appointment, which apparently I really need to do right now. And I want to play. I want to take my time with this game. I don't want to just only play this game at home where I can live stream it, even if I wanted to live stream it or could live stream it. So that's my initial impressions of Pokemon Sword. My one big disappointment is that you can't really use the Pokeball Plus in this game. You have to use the regular controls. It's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker. It's just I really got used to using this thing in Let's Go Pikachu, and I really like using this thing. It's very practical, and it's just it's fun. It's fun using it, but I understand why you can't use it in Sword. But that's my initial thoughts on Pokemon Sword at the moment. I'll try to keep you guys updated on my future plans for this game, and well, we'll stay in touch. Hopefully, I'll feel a lot better next time I give you guys an update on Pokemon Sword. Goodbye for now. Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it.
So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.